Right, so we're going to proceed with installing our superpower, of course, which is Django. So this is super important. Remember that we're learning to write backend development with Django. So the very first thing we have to do is that we're going to install our Django. So head back to your PyCharm project. We're going to want to close this terminal and we have our virtual environment activated. So we go ahead and ensure that you're installing it into this virtual environment. Pip install Django. So this will take a little while. While that is installing, I would want us to take a look at our Django documentation. Now, as a programmer, one thing you should not take lightly is having or being very conversant with your documentation. Now, Django on its own is a framework, and as a programmer, you need to reference your documentations. First, you need to take a quick look at it because most of what you're being taught everywhere, even what I'm teaching you, everybody learns it from the documentation, and then we experiments and practice, you tend to get better. So as a programmer, for every package you're using, at least for at a point, take a look at the documentation. You see, Django documentation is quite elaborate and well documented. So you could or you might want to reference this sometime. So we have this installed already. We've installed our Django. You can do pip show Django. So this shows us the Django we have installed. You can see Django 5.2.6. So this tells us that we've successfully installed our Django. You can also confirm it from here. You'll notice Django. Okay. So let's have a pip freeze. Requirements .txt. And we have our Django listed here. So this lists all the installations within the virtual environment. So you would want to bear this in mind. Now, having installed Django, we're going to go ahead to start a Django project. Now we are already in a folder, and because we're in a folder, we wouldn't want to create a new folder inside of this. We would want this to be a parent working folder or directory. So this would affect the command we're going to use. So when we do a Django admin start project, Django admin start project, then the name of the project you would want Django to have. Let's name it my project. Then if you want to create a project inside of you want to create a folder inside of another folder where your project will be contained, you might want to hit enter at this point. But in most cases, you don't want to do that because you already have a created folder where you install your Django within the virtual environment. So we will tell Django, don't create an extra folder. Just give me my base files. So with this, you put dot and then Django runs its thing and you see a file appear here after it is done with it. It is getting interesting, right? So I want you to do something quick, and that is your first Django server running. To run it, you do python manage.py run server. Let's go to this link. The install worked successfully. Congratulations. You've gotten to run your first Django app. Congratulations. Also note that this error information that you could, any error information that you might get, like this, you can see you have 18 unapplied migrations. You can neglect that for now. Would look in depth or more practically into it while we progress. So go ahead and share your win. Take a screenshot of the bucket that you can see on your screen and share it to the environment, to the community, to show that you're progressing and you've started on with this Django journey. Also, in case you didn't encounter any challenge or you encountered any challenge and found your way around it, ensure you share to the community and also help out any other person that could or might be having the same issues.